draft is tomorrow night, girl.
So why can't we see it tomorrow?
Because the draft is tomorrow night. The Miami Dolphins will be selecting the future cornerstone of the franchise. You think I'm gonna miss that?
Oh, okay. Are you gonna do that pregame show you were talking about today?
Yeah, it's the night. Ooh, man, I actually only got 30 minutes.
Better get on it.
I know. What I'll do, I'll hurry up and go home. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. I gotta get home. Hello? Hey, I need your help. I need your help right away. Where is my Miami Miracle football? Yeah, there's two of them, but I need the one that's teal with all the glitter, the one that has the powers. It has powers. It helps me do things instantly. I don't have enough time. I'm supposed to be having a premiere tonight. I'm supposed to be doing a Dolphin pre-draft show, and I'm not even set up. I ran out of time. I need the Miami Miracle ball so that I can be set up instantly. Okay, that's what. Stop moving my stuff. All right. Got it. All right, baby. I need you to work for me. Okay. All right, baby. Let's see what we gotta do. All right. Man, the spell. I forgot. All right, here we go. Let's see. Whew. It works every time. Here we go. Let's do it, baby. Here we go. All right, let me practice. Miami Miracle. All right, here goes nothing. Miami Miracle, Miami Miracle. Gronkowski falling was so hysterical. Woo! Yes, works every time. Thank you, Miami Miracle. Whew. Let's go. Woo! That's more like it, baby. Never fails. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is TD Phins Talk. We are less than 24 hours away from the 2019 NFL Draft. What will the Miami Dolphins do? Now that's what you call a great question. I have no idea, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is going to be a very interesting night. Too many rumors are running around. Miami will pick at 13. Miami will move up and get the quarterback that everybody wants. Miami will move back and get a defensive player and gather more assets. There are too many scenarios for the Miami Dolphins with so many needs, and that's where the dilemma comes. The Miami Dolphins need a quarterback. And when I say quarterback, I mean a quarterback of the future. We all know the Miami Dolphins picked up Ryan Fitzpatrick, and that was a good pickup for this year, in my opinion. And that will help us possibly win a few games and allow us to evaluate our talent that we will pick up this year and that we currently have on the roster. But at the end of the day, we also, need a quarterback of the future. And with that, will we pick it in 2019 or will it be 2020? Will the Dolphins make a trade and go get their quarterback or take the best available one at the number 13? Or will the Dolphins buy into what the Cardinals are selling with Josh Rosen for a third-round pick? That's yet to be seen. But a lot is going to happen in the next 24 hours, and when the draft starts, I look to see a lot of action, a lot of fun, and a lot of excitement. Guys, I'm excited. I hope you are. I cannot wait for this draft to start. Outside of the quarterback position, we know we have a lot of holes. We need a left guard. We need a center. We need a right guard. We need a right tackle. I don't know if there is any other team in the NFL that needs as much as the Miami Dolphins on the offensive line. The only issue with that is, hey, in this draft, in the first round, there are too many great defensive prospects to pass up. So the Miami Dolphins in the front office and Flores has to be scratching their head. Oh my gosh, they just have to be scratching their head, because what will they do? Will they go for the guaranteed defensive player? And the truth is, nothing is guaranteed, but the best option in the draft, which is going to be a defensive end or a defensive tackle. Or will they go for a hopeful quarterback that can turn out to play just as good as Patrick Mahomes? Who knows? But there are issues. If they do get their quarterback, are they going to subject him early into his career like they did Tannehill with a bad offensive line that doesn't protect him, that makes him look bad, that makes him look like he's not a number one first-round pick? And that's the scary dilemma that the Miami Dolphins face. Me personally, I say we stay away from the quarterback situation unless we can get Josh Rosen for a third-round pick. A third-round pick is worth the chance on a former number one player, okay? Now, in regards to some of these young guys coming out of the draft, it's always a crapshoot, but one of them can turn out to be great. The only issue that concerns me the most is, will we have the talent on the offensive line to allow that player to be great, or will we automatically have problems on the line, which gives us a preconceived notion that we made a bad pick at quarterback? That's just my belief in what's been happening in the NFL, not just the Miami Dolphins. There are some great players that look pretty bad because of the situations that they're in. Will the Miami Dolphins address all the issues that they need? Again, questions that have to be answered. Some of the highlights that the Miami Dolphins should be very happy about is the fact that we have several receivers that are reliable, receivers that have a lot of talent, have a lot of skill, have a lot of speed, have great hands, and have a lot of great mobility that allows them to make explosive plays. That's always a positive. For many years, we haven't had that, but now we do. A lot of people shun what I'm saying right now because they aren't big name receivers, but we all know, being Miami Dolphin fans, that we have enough weapons at the wide receiver position. But what about the running back position? We have two young horses, one in Kenyon Drake that half the fan base feels like he's not the guy, the other half feels like he's definitely the guy, only if he gets the right opportunities in regards to carries. But then you have Kalen Ballage, who every time he comes into the game, he shines. He shows why he should be the premier back of the Miami Dolphins. But Drake is ahead of him on the depth chart. Will Ballage work his way to the top, or will Kenyon Drake hold on to that position under a new coaching regime? But that still doesn't change the fact that we only have two running backs that we feel that we can rely on. So do you think the Miami Dolphins will be getting a running back within these 3 days of the draft? You all let me know in the comment section below, okay? Now, I think we should grab a running back, but somewhere in a later round, around 4th, 5th, or 6th round. Someone who we feel, just like Kalen Ballage, can come in, add a punch to our team, and give the other two guys a run for their money and threaten their position to make everyone play their top game. This is just my personal belief at that position. We already know what we're dealing with on the offensive line, and that's also going to be a tough part for the running back position. Will we have guards and a center and tackles that pull and create holes to allow the running backs to do what they need to do? This brings me back to the offensive line and why it is so important for us to address these positions. Because if we don't address the Miami Dolphins offensive line positions this draft, then whatever quarterback we get, it may skew our perception of him because he doesn't have the assets we need to protect him or allow him the time to do what he does. And also for the running backs, if we don't get the offensive line that we need, then we're looking at the running backs like they're not explosive when, in fact, the offensive line aren't creating the holes that running backs need to be successful. So it all points back to the offensive line before a quarterback, before a running back. But we can't forget about the defensive end. We can score 40 points a game all we want, but if we can't stop other teams from scoring 41, what's the purpose? We have to be able to get to opposing quarterbacks. That's the name of the game in today's NFL. Will we draft a defensive tackle? Will we draft a defensive end? We know both of those positions we are thin at, and we need all the help in the world. Gosh, all of that said, and we still haven't been able to answer, what will the Miami Dolphins do with the 13th overall pick? Guys, this is TD Phins Talk, and this is the pre-draft show. Less than 30 hours away. I'm so pumped, and I am so excited. But this brings me back to our past. Last year, for the 2018 draft, in which I was blessed enough to attend, I was able to witness a player who many deem as a cornerstone in the future of the Miami Dolphins. He got drafted with the 13th pick overall, and he goes by the name Minkah Fitzpatrick. Minkah Fitzpatrick blossomed in his rookie year. He lived up to every bit of what we expected of his first-round pick at 13, and we just love the kid. And I think I speak for all Dolphin fans. I hope he comes back and he's even better, which is just mind-blowing. And that's what I look for in this draft. Can we find another player like Minkah Fitzpatrick to impact the game from day one, ladies and gentlemen? We also had some other draft picks. Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki had a lot of upside coming into his rookie season. And once again, it goes into what our offensive line, what we're dealing with. I still believe that Mike Gesicki is going to emerge as a very good tight end in this NFL. The issue is he was not very productive last year, and I like to say and give him the benefit of the doubt and say to no fault of his own. We had a lot of problems on the offensive line, and in many sets and formations, we used him as additional blocking help. Not only that, it was hard to target him whenever the quarterback never had the time needed to even get him the ball. So, will this be a breakout year? We don't know. But his grade on last year's draft is yet to be known. Hopefully in 2019 we will find out. We had several other draft picks that just haven't turned out to be players that we feel are starters in the NFL yet. And I know a lot of people may get on me for saying that for our linebacker and other positions, but at the end of the day, we're looking for top-tier players. We're looking for the 6th-round player that should have been a first-round pick. We're looking for the 4th-round player that should have been a first-round pick. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. If you can turn a 6th-rounder, a 5th-rounder, a 4th-rounder, a 3rd-rounder, or even a 7th-rounder into what should have been a first-round pick, that's where teams find their value. That's where teams win. So what will we do this year? Will we find those 4th, 5th, and 6th, and 7th round picks to be first round values when it's all said and done? That's the question that has to be asked. But I will say this. We did find another gem in last year's draft. Jason Sanders, number 7. Good old faithful. He had an amazing rookie season, able to make several clutch field goals for the Miami Dolphins and keep us in striking distance in many games. If you don't think he is the future for our kicking core, then you're wrong. I'm glad that we drafted Jason Sanders and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Everyone else, the jury is still out. But this isn't about last year. It's all about the 2019 draft. Who's going number 13? Who's going in the 2nd round? Who's going in the 3rd, and so on and so forth. That's what we're here to find out. Guys, I'm excited. I am excited. I am excited. There are several players that are being mentioned. You have players like Kyler Murray, who have little to no chance of landing to the Miami Dolphins at the 13th pick. But with all the rumors circulating, with Arizona talking about they're not going to select him, can it be another lucky Laramie Tunsil situation? And I don't need to remind many of you all about the Laramie Tunsil situation. But just in case you're a new Dolphin fan, we were lucky and blessed enough to land a cornerstone of the franchise in Laramie Tunsil. He was a left tackle who many revered as a top 3 pick in his draft. And somehow he landed all the way down in the middle of the 1st round to the Miami Dolphins as our 1st round pick. And today, I don't know what to call it. I guess the best word to use is we're lucky to have been able to select him. He has been great. Up until the 15th game last year, he had allowed 0 sacks, and I just look forward to what he's going to be able to provide this year on a contract year, especially since he was snubbed for the Pro Bowl. Let me say that again. since he was snubbed for the Pro Bowl. And on that, I must take a sip. But that's neither here nor there. Laremy Tunsil, thank you for all that you do for the Miami Dolphins, and we look forward to seeing you for years and years and years and years to come. But one thing that we're very hopeful for about you, Laremy Tunsil, is that we don't end up having your legacy like Dan Marino's, which was one of the best of all time, or like Cameron Wake, which was one of the best of all time, or like Jason Taylor or Zach Thomas and many more. We don't want your legacy to go out without winning a Super Bowl. So continue to grind, continue to take care of us, and we're going to take care of you as we move towards winning a Super Bowl with you, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and many others to come. Win you all a Super Bowl. Again, this is TD Phins Talk. This is the pre-draft show, and I am once again just so excited to what is coming up in less than 30 hours, guys. I want to know. I really want to know in the comment section, what do you all think we should do in the first round? Do you think we should go with the offensive lineman because it has so much effect on many other positions? Or should we say, don't worry about the offensive line, and whatever it takes, go get the quarterback that we feel comfortable with? Or should we go with a higher probability and select a defensive player, whether it's a defensive tackle or a defensive end, in the first round, which gives us the highest probability of success for a long-time staple impact player? Man, the truth is, the front office and Flores and everyone, they have a tough decision this year. And one thing that amazes me, I saw it. I saw it on Facebook. Someone wrote a post that said, no matter what the Miami Dolphins #1 pick is, half of the fan base will be unhappy about it. And the sad truth is that is true. But I must say, and I know it's become a cliche these days, it's time for the Miami Dolphins to trust the process. Why? Because our offseason started a few months ago. It started as soon as the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl, when the Miami Dolphins were able to officially hire the Brian Flores, a coach who I revere as the future of the NFL, a coach who I revere as a ultimate leader, as one who knows how to enlist the aid of others to accomplish a common task, a coach that I revere as respectable, a coach that I revere as a great family man, and one who I revere as a great man overall. I look forward to what he's going to bring to the table in Miami for years to come. I'm already excited about the staff that he was able to put together. I'm already excited about the players he was able to bring in. And I'm even more excited about the players that he was able to let go, and not only let them go, but do it the right way and gather assets at the same time and not leave them on an island disrespectfully, him and Greer not taking care of them like the Cowboys did Dez Bryant. I'm just saying. I'm glad with what we're doing as an organization. If you're not excited right now, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't think you're a Miami Dolphin fan. And hey, I don't like questioning people's fanhood, but you got to be excited because we're entering into exciting times, guys. Y'all let me know in the comment section again. Who should we draft at number 13? Should we move down? Should we move up? All the rumors, all the players. The time has come. Less than 30 hours away, and the Miami Dolphins will be on the clock. This is TD Phins Talk, and this is the pre-draft show. And thank everyone for tuning in, but we're not done. Guys, I wanted to talk to you about our future. First and foremost, it is bright. Our future is beyond bright. But as a fan base, it is time for us to join together and come on the same page. That starts in less than 30 hours. Whoever the Miami Dolphins draft, I urge everyone in our fan base to get behind them. Trust the process. Optimism is always best. Positive energy breeds success. And we can't do it if our fan base isn't in one accord. I know that our team has for many years disappointed us, let us down, hurt our feelings, broke our heart, scandal after scandal, coach after coach, quarterback after quarterback, 20 in the last 20 years. Running back after running back, corner after corner, receiver after receiver, bloated contract after bloated contract, missed playoff after missed playoff. You all know where I'm going with this. I understand. And I'm not going to sit here and say no one knows better than me, but I know how it feels. But we must come together, support our team no matter what, go into game one, keep our heads high. As the analysts tell us we're going to win 3 or 4 games this year, we have to keep our head high and know that we're going to win more than 10 games. Even if we don't feel that it's possible. Because you know why? Anything is possible. And don't forget what we have on our side. Great coaches, a great owner who doesn't mind sparing any expense, especially if he can give Jay Cutler that kind of money just for 1 year, doesn't mind spending any expense. I digress. Great organization. The greatest city in the U.S. Let's not forget that. It's time for all of us to represent. It's time for us to get on one page and know that the Miami Dolphins are the best franchise in the NFL and in NFL history. When you wear your paraphernalia and rock your paraphernalia and just live in orange, white, and teal, when you just surround yourself by it like I am, you take pride in it. That's what it's about. That's what it's going to take. And as a Dolphins fan, that's what we're going to do. And guys, all the way from the Miami Miracle shows you greatness is all around us. It's all around us. All around us. We're destined to relive 1972. We're destined. And we have to relive it soon. We have to relive it soon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud of my team. I'm excited about my team. And I hope you all are as well. Man, there's no better time of the year than this time. The moments when you get to add to the future success of your team. And I'm excited about it and I'm ready about it. I am ready. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready, baby. Woo! I'm ready. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I hope you are. Let's come together, Dolphin fans. This is TD Phins Talk. This was the pre-draft show. And I can't wait to see you all at the draft. I will be live right here on TD Phins Talk. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you let your friends and family members know, hey, if you're going to watch this draft, make sure you tune in to TD Phins Talk. And I guess, hey, that's my cue. Peace. I'm out.